Hey, Avid Gamer here, and today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're not gonna do a game per se, but well, there is a game about what I'm about, what we're showing you today. But it's gonna be Lego, actually. Actually requested by one viewer that I have that I work with as well. Wanted to see this, do some videos, and this is the Iron Man versus Ultron set. It's $12.99. I know a lot of reviewers mention price per piece on review sites for Legos, and this is a 92-piece set, and it's $12.99. So realistically, it's actually you're not really getting your price per piece as they would say. This should be closer to maybe $10 or even $7.99, but Lego never prices at that point unless it's like a store sale. So we're gonna get into this real quick. The box only gives you 2 on the front, but it actually comes with 3 figures. And this new feature called Super Jump, or Super Jumper. It's a little stupid plastic piece that you can put Iron Man on, for example, and flick it, and presumably he's supposed to go flying. But a lot of people online have said that it gets them stuck to it because it's got larger pegs for the foot, or they break, actually. So I usually cut mine with a knife and make the boxes nice and pretty, but for this one it has the thumb punch, so we're going to go ahead and punch it in, and then we take this out. This is pretty OCD, I know, and then I carefully separate those two, and so that opens nice and easy. Take out your pieces. Usually they're labeled with numbers, but this is such a small set that they're probably all going to be just one build. There's your instruction book, front and back. Enter to win stuff that you really won't ever do, so ignore that, and then we're gonna get started now. Alright, so this is everything dumped out onto the table. We're gonna go through it in a minute, and usually you get the minifigs put together first. I do like how they put Iron Man's helmet in a little baggie to kind of separate it and keep it, because it actually comes in 2 pieces, so you have to put it together. But it comes off relatively easy. There's that. I think it's actually a harder plastic this time. So you have your helmet, and you got your faceplate. This, I believe, is the Mark 45 helmet, and the only real distinction, of course, they put accents on the eyes, but then he's got that silver cheekbones, and that I think sets the armor apart. Besides the chest piece, which I guess we'll get Iron Man going anyways. I love how they come with double-sided faces. You can have angry Iron Man, or happy, complacent, kind of pondering, sarcastic Iron Man. Autofocus was off a little bit, so we're going to make him the neutral face because we're boring. And then they asks you to take these stupid little blue pieces to represent like his thrusters. And then you have to put his like pulse hand cannons on backwards and turn his hands around. It's actually a darker piece. And then you turn his hands around so it looks like he's repulsing. So there's that. And so yeah, you can see the difference in his chest armor. It looks like he's gone with a round arc reactor. I don't even know if because he had his reactor removed, so it'll be interesting how he powers the suit. Probably the same way that War Machine would. Some leg printing that's pretty unique. Back printing as well. And again, the silver. So that kind of sets him apart. This is the only way to get that version of him, is through this set. Now the real fun part. Like this. Oh yeah, I can see what people are saying about it being not very... It's pretty tight, actually. I just dropped a piece because of it. I don't even know if he'll fit. Alright, so he sits on it. This is so silly. He sits on it like that, and then... Oh, okay, so he just goes flying onto the floor. That's fun. Jesus, they weren't kidding. Okay, I'm gonna like rip him in half before I get his feet off. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's gonna get put back in the box and never seen again. They're kind of cool. This is him just without anything. It's got, blue. Blue seems to be the aesthetic on this one. There's another set I have, the Hulkbuster set, and that comes with red Ultron, or he's got a red kind of color, not really so much blue. They look like they're really happy. They got little happy smiles on their faces. Hello, how's it going? They don't really look intimidating at all. Stop, Iron Man, this is not okay. Of course, I'm sure that's not how they'll act in the film at all. They probably won't talk at all. They'll just be really violent, mindless robot drones that kill things. I love it. I'm sure in the movie they don't even need guns. They just shoot stuff out of their hands just like Iron Man would, so these blasters are kind of silly. Okay, we're going to get into the model now. So there you have it. That is Iron Man versus Ultron. This is some kind of like docking station for all of the Ultron characters. They can all go into the wings and then the cockpit, and that opens up for whatever reason. It's got like maybe a laser gun, and it kind of just shuts back down. This is the main Ultron guy. He's got a helmet. He's got a backpack. He's got some antennae, so he can communicate apparently with the other guys. That's what I believe it's to be. And then you have your little Ultron guys. And you got 2 of those. So you have 4 minifigures and really a weak vehicle. I'm assuming it flies because the picture shows the wings like this when it's just by itself, so it must be like a remote sentry that Ultron sends in and goes after Iron Man. So there's your set, and that is the Iron Man Ultron. Avid Gamer, signing out.
Like and subscribe.